Hey, and welcome back. Let's actually save the changes that the user make. But before that, let's jump into our profile SAS, because we need to apply this class right here, the BG upload. So let's scroll down, and then right here, let's say BG-upload. We want to set the background color to blue, and we also want to say important, and then our text color will be white. Make sure your watch SAS is on, and then save. Alright, cool. Now let's navigate to our profile component and set up our handle change. So up here, I will collapse this. Alright, let's put it here under handle click. Let's say const handle change. It will be an arrow function that takes in the value. And then let's say set data. And then we will spread out the data. And then E target name. And then E target value. Now let's set up our data state. So up here, let's say const data set data equal use state, and then we want to put in our initial state. Now let's define that up here. Let's say const initial state, pass in the name, email, password, confirm password. Alright, let's scroll down into our form. First in the name input, let's say name is name, and then our email name will be email, and then our password, and then the confirm password. Next, we want to apply our handle change. So let's say handle change. I will copy this line. Let's paste it here. And then here. And then finally right here. Now let's set up our handle submit function. So let's scroll up. Let's put it here. Let's say const handle submit. It will be an arrow function that takes in the value. And first and foremost, we're gonna prevent default. So in this function, we are going to split out two different things. So if the user wants to update their name or avatar, it will fire one function. And if they want to update their password, it will fire another function. We do this because let's say the user just want to update their avatar. The form won't ask them to update their password also. Alright, so in our handle submit function, we want to say if the user update their name or avatar, we will fire this function called update info. And then another if the user wants to update their password, it will fire this function called update password. Now let's scroll up and spread out our data. So here, let's say const name password confirm password will be data. And then also up here, actually we don't need email, so let's remove it. Alright, now we want to focus on the update info function first. So up here, let's say const update info. It will be an async function. Let's set up our try and catch block. And then in our catch block, we want to display out the error in the toast message. So toast error response data message. And then our options, class name will be toast failed. Let's copy this. And then body class name will also be toast failed. Alright, now to our try block. We want to call our API and store that in a response. So const res await axios.patch. And then the endpoint is /API /auth /user_update. And then we will define what we want to update. So the first thing is the name. So if name is true, meaning if the user update a name, we will pass in the new name. Else, we just keep their existing name. Next is the avatar. So same thing. So if the avatar is true, meaning if the user wants to update their avatar, we will update the new avatar. Else, we keep the existing avatar. After this, we will need to pass the access token. So let's say headers authorization, and then token. Now once we update the user, we want to get the user back again because now is a new information. So let's say const updated user will be await axios.get, and our endpoint was /API/auth/user. And then we will also need to pass in the access token again. So headers, authorization, and then token. After this, we will need to call a dispatch, and our type will be get user. We want to update our global user state with the new updated information. So let's say payload updated user data. After this, we want to return a success toast message to let the user know they have successfully updated their information. So let's say return toast and then rest data message. Let's pass in our options. Let's also copy these lines and paste them here. Instead of failed, we will say success. Now let's scroll up. We will also need to pass in dispatch. Now let's scroll down. Let's also define our update password so we won't get any error. So update password async. We will just leave it blank for now. Now let's locate our form. So here, let's say on submit. It will fire our handle submit function and then also our button. It will have a type of submit. I think I spelled async wrong here. Alright. Okay, everything looks good. Let's test it out in our front end. Let's do a hard reload. First, let's try to update our name. So let's say test name, update. Alright. And now if we reload again, it is still our test name. Now let's try to change our avatar. I will pick this one. Alright. Now let's click update. And then a hard reload. Nice, everything is working correctly. Let's jump back into VS Code. Alright, let's work on our update password function. But before we do that, let's open our register component and copy these lines, our helper function. And then let's paste it here. Alright, let's scroll down. I will collapse this. And then focus on our update password function. First, we want to do our password check. So check password length. So let's say if is length, and then we will pass in the password. If that is not good, we will return a toast message that say password must be at least 6 characters. And then our options. Let's use the one from update info right here. I will copy that and paste it here. Next, we want to check for a password match. So let's say check password match. And then say if it does not match the password and the confirmed password, we want to return a toast message that say password did not match. And then also our options. Alright, now let's set up our try and catch block. I will scroll up. First, let's return our toast error. So error response data message. And then inside our options. Now to our try block. We want to call our API and set that in a response. So const response await axios.post. And then our endpoint was /API/auth/reset_pass. And then we want to pass in the password. After this, we will also need to provide the access token. So let's say headers, authorization, and then token. Next, we want to return our success toast message. So return toast response data message, and then our options. I will paste these lines in. And once again, instead of failed, it would be success. Now let's scroll all the way up. We do not need these two things, so let's remove them. And then save one more time. All right, let's test it out. I will do a hard reload. I will input a new password. And then update. All right. Let's sign out. Let's sign back in again with our new password. All right, everything is working like it's supposed to. And this will also wrap up the lesson, and I'll see you in the next lesson.